Alright, welcome back for part 6, folks, and you can't see it very well here, but I've given it another kind of trim. I've also lifted up the painter's tape so I can get closer to the nut now. There's a little bit of an edge here that was kind of forming under the painter's tape from the tru-oil, so I've lifted it up. I initially took a little bit of a razor to get close to the edge to take it off, and then I took another little bit of 2000 grit and wet sanded just along the edge of the nut to flatten it out. So now I'm at the point where I should be able to get close to the nut as possible and have a nicer look and finish there. I've also taken the time to give the headstock another little quick go over with 2000 grit to level it out. So we're going to do the headstock, then we're going to do the top. So let's do this again. And yes, you get a lovely view of my hanging pouch. You don't recover from 400 plus pounds twice in your life and not have stretch skin. Again, anyone who suffers from depression or gets into depression because of a love interest or whatever, fuck them. Never do it. You know, otherwise, this is what you end up with. At the time when I had it happen to me, I was 195 sinewy toned. I looked like I had almost like a swimmer slash football player physique. Now, like I said, I gotta go the rest of my life with this stupid pouch crap. Never fun, and definitely causes a lot of complications later on in life. So again, we're just gonna layer on the tru-oil enough, just to build up enough. And we're first going to try to get in where we just were as best as possible. I don't know how well this is coming up. Probably not too well, but so just follow the headstock, and again just follow the lines of the headstock and build it up. Again, probably gonna have to put some to get in on that edge. Again, always try to be careful that you don't get hair or anything else. So again, put some on the edge here. And just try to get in a bit more closer and push up. Okay. There, much better. same time we'll put some more on, and we'll give it another good pass down over the rest of the headstock. Again, just trying to build up a good amount of layers. And again, this is the front piece with no gloss on it. What they put gloss over or to make the headstocks have a black veneer kind of thing. I can't remember. It's some type of dyed fiberboard or something is what it is. So with that said, I'll just try to give you a view in the light here. There we go. So it's just tru-oil over the fiberboard. At the same time, I'll take what's left on the surface of the rag, and again I will do around the headstock, just right from the edge, right over the edge. Again, just and with that said, let's move on to the rest of the body. We'll grab our cloth that we unfortunately dropped on the floor. That wasn't a good bump. So again, just quickly give it a wipe off with the blue cloth. Make sure we have everything off. Maybe give it a little rub to polish the surface a little more. This part here isn't too much of a concern, but it does affect the overall flow. As you can see here, that's how much of a gloss there is already on it. So with that said, let's move the tru-oil over to this side, and again, it's just the same thing. I want to wipe with the grain and make sure that I'm getting full coverage. I am now at the point where I'm starting to get a very clear finish, and the pores in the mahogany are starting to disappear, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, multiple passes, multiple build up, and then level it out. And eventually now I'm getting to the point where you'll be able to see through the clear all the little imperfections in the body of how it is, just by the way I've got it built up. So again, instead of me talking and explaining, let's see if I can make this video a little bit more shorter. Take a nice big dab of tru-oil, bring it up around here, up around the base of the neck, get that all nice and thickly coated. Try to wipe in as close as possible. Eventually I might have an issue because of the tape around the fretboard. It might leave a little bit of an edge, so eventually I'm going to have to rip it off. But well, I'm going to have to rip it off and probably put tru-oil near it at that point in time. But important thing is make sure not to get the stain on it. Probably at some future point here in the video or whatnot, I will be definitely taking the tape off the fingerboard just for that exact purpose of getting in there with the tru-oil so it doesn't look so crazy, which it may already. So again, just taking my time, working it back and forth, making sure to work it into the grains of the finish and into the already existing tru-oil. You can think of these last kind of final coats as more of a polishing-esque kind of time with it. You're building up the sheen and the glass-like finish over the existing tru-oil, so that when eventually it comes back, when I come back to it, if everything looks kosher, all I should have to do is do a final, like a cut. I'm going to do these edges here too, just to get them kind of done and out of the way. So more tru-oil. Again, just carefully working it with the grain. There's an initial pass and you can already see the gloss coming over the body with the initial one. And I think I'm going to do another quick thick coat just again to build up things further. Except this time again I will try to do more of a long pass over the body instead of the short pass like I was just doing there. Again, also remember the thing with the tru-oil, the more thicker you can put it on, the more deeper you're going to get the look on the finish of the guitar or anything else that you use the tru-oil on. Apparently tru-oil is used on butcher blocks of all things, so that's how biodegradable the actual finish in oil is. So again, just kind of pick up from where I've left off. Again, just try to rub it down fairly firmly into the finish and into the previous thin coat that I've already put on. So I think that pretty much takes care of it for now. Again, press the thing so that there's no air and it's locked. So again, just kind of give you an idea on how it looks. That's with the tru-oil on it. And that's all for this one, folks. And again, I will probably put up a few more videos after this one showing this more. So with that said, take care, folks, and again, have a good one.